Okay. Hello, how you doing? Let me move this up a little bit so y'all can see how fine I am. All right, so my name is Onyx or Alexis, and I'm going to be pulling a few cards. I'm going to be pulling a few cards from the This Might Hurt deck that I have. Ugh, but yeah. Okay. So, let me do ugh. Okay. Okay, so the first card is the Sun. How you doing? Thank you for joining. The second card is Ten of Wands. The last card is the Chariot. We have the Empress and we have Three of Pentacles. All right. Uh, um, Hi, my love, and happy Sabbath to you as well. All righty. All righty. So, Nine of Cups is on the bottom. And you know, I'll just be doing whatever I want to when I be pulling a lot of cards sometimes. We gonna see. I'm gonna just do crazy stuff today. I do crazy stuff. So the first card that I'm gonna read is Nine of Cups. It was on the bottom of the deck. And I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 cards. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comment below and I'm here to answer them. All right. So Nine of Cups. I said I'm steady saying it, y'all. But I feel like so nine is usually dealing with energetic. I say energetic with like the flow of energy and like almost coming near a completion for things. Yeah, it's like you've been working on something, and it's like it's almost complete. You're going from that nine, from you collecting all of this energy and putting it into something for you to see the fruits of your labors. That's the 10. Um, so I said I'm gonna use these three cards, which are Seven of Cups, Death, and Nine of Cups, to just explain the situation surrounding all the other cards I pulled. So yeah, well I'm gonna use these to say the base situation, and then the other cards that I pulled are gonna go more into depth of that. Uh, Death. Oh shoot, I didn't even read it, y'all. I think I'm so smart that I don't have to read it. Okay, look at this happy dude in all his cups. He made these cups, he loves them, and now he's going to bask in their glory and enjoy them. Yeah, whatever you've been working for in your emotional life, your relationships, your hobbies, your home, it's all here. All there. Okay. And it's beautiful. The 9 and 10 of cups are both about happiness, but I see 9 as being about internal happiness. I drew the man in this card as a potter because he is creating his own joy. He carries his optimism inside him. He is aware of his belongings. He is aware of his blessings. And sometimes the Nine of Cups heralds a dramatic accomplishment, but often it is simply about gratitude and appreciation. Ooh, take a deep breath and marvel at your life. Celebrate where you are and find joy in the moment. So yeah, I feel like this card is saying like be happy about where you are and try to like celebrate where you are in life, like because it's saying you almost, it's the happiness card, so you're almost getting to like your happiness point. So it's like everything that whatever you've been working on, like if you've been trying to build a family or create a family, like that's almost coming to an end for you. You trying to build a home for your family, you could be, yeah, that could be one thing that you're doing right now. Maybe you and your family moving into a new house or something. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. But maybe you and your family are moving into a new house or a new home or something. So it's like right now is the time, where it's like we're almost fully packed and inside the house. We have our furniture, we got this, we got that, we got everything we need, to settle inside. Like, yeah. So, like I said, that could be for somebody. Maybe you building a family, you just got married or something. You got a baby on the way, and you're moving into a new home. Death. Okay, so death usually like means like the death of something. So like the more I get into it, we're gonna find out what it's like the death of. So I'm gonna take this for something that I feel like I can relate to. So it said death rides a white horse. And I'm gonna take that aspect as in like becoming to where you're so blank. Like, when I think of the color white or something like, you just think of a blank canvas like this. So it's like that that energy from going to, or that energy like I feel like maybe where you were going towards or leaning towards becoming not mute, but just to the point where it's like you didn't want to really deal 555. You didn't really want to deal with anything. You didn't really want to 558, 559. Okay, you didn't really want to deal with anything, and you didn't really want to ugh you didn't really want to deal with anything. Like, I guess like it's like you were trying to be blind to everything and just close your eyes to everything. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting right now. But yeah, I feel like it's also saying that is the death view, like being in that mode or being in that space to where it's like nothing phases you or nothing bothers you. That will be the death of your personality or the death of like your energy or you in general, because it's like now you just like you don't know what to do next. Then like that kind of, yeah, thank you. Denial, yeah, denial kind of, because it's like you're in denial about maybe your feelings, or you're in denial about certain things. So it's like you might push that energy to the side and ignore it. But like I said, also you're in this energy where it's like things are coming to completion for you. So it's like just maybe a warning for you not to live in that energy to where you feel like you're numb to things. Don't let yourself become numb to things. And Seven of Cups is about options. So as well, maybe you feel like you got so many options. 707, as I said, that maybe you feel like you have so many options. 711, maybe you feel like you have so many options around you that it's like you don't know what to do. It's like I can do anything. Like I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. It's like you got so many things just sitting or floating above your head. Like you are planting so many seeds, and like clearly, as you can see in the picture, they have some type of, they got some weight on them, they got some length on them. The plants are growing. They're at 737, they're growing. It's not like they're not growing, they're growing. So yeah. And it's like, all right, it's okay to understand or to see and watch everything grow, but sometimes you have to choose. Like, it's like with energy in general, and even like I would call myself like the jack of all trades, and I feel like a lot of us are or carry that 757, 758, 759, or carry that energy. I feel like a lot of us are that or carry that energy, to where we feel like we can do everything, or we are skilled at so many different things. 808, 809, to where we feel like we may be skilled at so many different things that it's like I can really do whatever. It's like I can go this way, I can go that way, or whatever way. And you are choosing, to 828, 829. And you are choosing to well, you haven't chosen. That's the thing. You haven't chosen yet which way you want to go. So it's like you have to 838, 839. I'm like 828. I meant to say last time probably. Okay, so it's like you haven't chosen which way you want to go yet, or what specific thing you want to, what specific fruit you want to lean towards most yet. It's like, so say you got mangoes here, you got strawberries over there, and you growing raisins and blueberries and everything all at once. So it's like choose one. Like what do you want to grow a field of? Do you want to have a vineyard, or do you want to just grow stuff for you to eat for yourself? Ooh. What say you a mom and pop? I'm a corporation. You a press conference. I'm a press conference. You a conversation. Ooh, oh, yeah. Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. That was terrible. Boy, I wanna know. Why is that you're sexing me when everybody knows? It's clear that you're obsessed with me. Whoa, wait. It's clear that you're obsessed with me. Oh, finally found a girl that you couldn't impress. Last man on earth still couldn't hit this. Okay, we're gonna work on it. I can't hear y'all. I got these this over my ear. So, excuse me. When I go to the studio, I got my headphones on, and I'll be like, turn the music down. Like, I don't need to hear I don't want to hear the music while I'm singing, or I want it to be very low because I want to hear myself singing. Then I got to take one off, like just doing the most. Well, that's how you gotta be. Okay, to get it done, you gotta get it done. All right. So, yeah. So with these cards so far, Nine of Cups, you're building something like you're. It's like you have been building something and you're coming into something finally. It's like, okay, well, everything that I've been working on is starting to come together. Like my thoughts are starting to come together. Everything around me is starting to come together. Death of a situation. I feel like when I feel like death of a situation, saying like, okay, well, stop becoming so dead in the energy where it's like, okay, well, nothing phases me, because that's bringing yourself to death when you act like nothing phases you, or you don't have to cry about everything, or you don't have to be sad. It's okay. Shoot, I be having to talk myself down all the time. And if that's maybe something that you need, maybe if you're, because I'm a very overly emotional person. So 11 on 9, 11, a 10, 11, 11. I'm a very overly emotional person. Y'all see me have to collect myself all the time. 11, 17, 18. Okay, 19 too. 11, 21. Y'all see me have to 11, 22. Collect myself all the time because I'm very like overly emotional. I'm a Scorpio. Like we are emotional creatures. So it's like instead of 11:22, I mean 11:33, instead of going to the point where I'm like sitting here like, okay, well let me dumb myself, not dumb myself down, but dull myself down to completely to where it's like I'm act like don't nothing bother me, like so forget everything, and it's like no, like that's how you lose your. That's dulling you down. That's dumbing you down. You know, that's how you lose your personality. That's how you lose your character. It's like, you know, your character. Ooh, that's how you lose your character. The person who you know, the things that you stand on, your principles and all of that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, like I said, there's nothing wrong with self-talk and being able to talk yourself down, because you're like, okay, maybe I'm a big girl. I don't need to cry right now. And big girls don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Ah. Okay, anyways. But yeah, so it's like, okay, but yeah, it's like you have to acknowledge your emotions in a way that you feel like, whether it be good or bad, whether you feel like it benefits you or don't, you know, acknowledge your emotions, or you know, let that energy die out of you. Like don't let it die, because like how you feel, like express yourself. How you feel is always going to make you like, it gives you that ability, like I was talking on my last reading about oscillation. It gives you that ability to oscillate your emotions, or learn how to oscillate your emotions by going through them and feeling them. And then you can be like, okay, well, I'm at this point right here to where my feelings are completely up here, and it's like I want to bring my feelings down a little bit, or I want to be able to go from so in that manner, and not from to, you know, straight like that. Like I need to from go from wait you know, like I gotta work on my singing, but you know, it's oscillation and everything that we do. So yeah. And then the 7 of Cups. I was saying like pick something, like maybe if you got several things that you do well, pick which one that you do that you would like to learn how to do the most, because it doesn't have to be something that you already do the best. It could be something that you're good at, and it's like I want to learn how to do this. Gotta hit the gym. Oh, have a blessed morning. Thank you so much. Goodbye. I'll see you later, love. I'll be back on here later too as I do this reading. And how you doing? Thank you for joining. Um, yeah. In the 7 of Cups, I feel like that energy is pretty much speaking on not pretty much, but that energy was speaking on, or that energy was saying, yeah, pick something. Pick what you're gonna do. Okay, so now I'm going to the Sun. Yeah, if you're good at many things, it's like settle down from focusing on everything. And it's like I said, you don't have to be perfect at the one thing that you pick, because you know you can always work on stuff. If you got the time and the ability to learn several different trades, honey, you got the time to master one to the fullest extent, you know. Okay, the Sun. All right. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Okay, so I said these cards are going to explain more of this situation, or going to break down the situation more. So let's go to. Let me tap into my psychic powers. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this is also just speaking on more so it's just saying as you're working hard and being a hard worker, you need to take the time out. 15, 15. But as you're being a hard worker, you need to be able to also take the time out and enjoy like the fruits of your labor, enjoy outside, enjoy like going out and just having fun and smiling and having a good time. You can work very hard, but play a little bit too. You don't have to work hard, play hard, but play to what extent you feel like best suits you and your energy, which will best balance you out. You know, yeah, focus on balance more than just saying, well, I work hard and I need to turn up and party hardy. No, just be like, okay, well, I work hard and I mean, maybe I can celebrate, just, maybe celebrating just for the things that you achieve. Like, things as small as that. Like, if you get a promotion, go celebrate that day. Throw yourself a party. Like, when you move into your house, have a housewarming party. I said that earlier. I feel like somebody moving into a new home or has moved into a new home or is in a process of, finishing up. So I feel like, so I'm just saying, throw a housewarming party after you're finished. Yeah. 10 of Wands. Ten of Wands. Jesus Christ. 10 of. E. Okay. More weights. Okay, 10 of Wands. The figure carries a large bundle of sticks, back bent under the weight. The wands are our projects, passions, desires, and accomplishments. Wands are generally good things. They represent something we're actively creating, but all projects require work. Mm, okay. Mm, each new project is exciting, something I really want to do, but as they accumulate, I am crushed under their weight. Oh, so I feel like that can definitely, well, I know that can definitely relate to the 7 of Cups card because it's just saying for you, doing new things are exciting and it's like this is when you've passed the like I said, the 9 is coming to completion. So the 10 of Wands saying, okay, I've completed learning many tasks in my lifetime, but like now what am I going to like perfect or what am I going to stick with? Because it's like you're carrying all of these different logs and different accomplishments and different it's like you put all this stuff on your back and you carried it well, but now what are you going to stick with? 18, 18, 18, 19. True. Mm, ugh. All right. So, what is that? Yeah, it's like, your back is already heavy. So, it's like this bird on top of there. It's like the bird sitting there looking like if a feather just fell on their back, then they will probably hit the floor right now. So yeah, it's like maybe whatever you carrying too much. So it's like lighten your load. Learn how to lighten your load. Learn how to lighten your load. All right. Oh Lord, the Chariot. Oh, the Chariot. And it hurts so bad, and it hurts. All right. Um. A two-horse vehicle requires control over both driving forces. So I feel like this is also speaking on, it's saying like maybe the situation you may choose requires you to be able to deal with two different types of energies. And it's saying you have to be able to hone in on those two energies properly. So maybe like you could be doing something that requires you to have to deal with masculine energy and feminine energy. And it's like you have to be able to balance the yin and yang And it's like it's not your yin, it's not just your yin 2002, it's not just your yin and your yang. You have to be able to balance the, like I said, driving forces. So it's other things, on the outside of you that you have to learn how to balance. Like it could be, like I said, you could be in a profession where you have to learn how to deal with masculine and feminine energy. So it's like you have to learn how to manage both of these forces yourself without maybe riding it too hard. You know, it's not, it says control over, but you don't have to stand on top of it. If the motorcycles move in the same direction, then the chariot moves swiftly. So yeah, if both things are going the same way, then it's like this could be about you and your spouse. If you and your spouse are both having the same like direction or mindset, then things are going to move smoothly. If y'all don't have the same mindset, if y'all don't have the same mindset, then it's not really going nowhere. It's like, well, I'm not gonna say going nowhere, but it says it can't move at all. But not even that. It's just not going to be able to move with you on top of it that way. So it's like maybe you need to separate yourself from something for you to have more control over it. If this card comes for you, then it's time to find some balance between your badass self and your softer side. Like I was just speaking on balancing that yin and yang. So it's like you need to balance maybe the masculine energy in your life, or maybe your will and the force and the mindset that you have to kind of do wrong. Maybe you need to balance your bad behavior with some good behavior, or learn how to balance your bad behavior with your good behavior. Yeah. Because sometimes we are in situations that cause, that are like a lot of, that bring bad behavior in themselves. So it's like sometimes you have to release that control to be like, oh, I want to be the one doing bad, or like I want to be the one doing bad in a certain way, like over things, and be like, okay, well maybe shit, like if I'm gonna do the wrong thing, I'd rather be doing the wrong thing for myself than the wrong thing for somebody else. 2219 22. Yeah. The Empress. Yeah, like I rather affect my emotions or do something that's gonna affect like my emotions than doing something constantly for the, to affect other people's emotions. You feel me? You see how she's sitting on top of these two motorcycles, or her foot is on them. It's like, okay, I want to be able to, have this control over the chariot instead of letting the chariot drive or ride me. Okay, 2252. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, the Empress embodies the warmer aspects of the divine feminine. She is a nurturer and of abundance. She represents gentleness and connection to nature, as well as both motherly and romantic love. Okay, so yeah, the Empress just embodies a great mother, lover, or, a feminine energy in general, a softer feminine energy. Yeah, it just speaks on, approaching situations wholeheartedly, like we were speaking on earlier with this death. Like, don't kill your feminine, or don't kill your empress inside of yourself, trying to, ride this chariot energy, trying to, like, force something to go somewhere instead of, letting it flow and kind of just, yeah, going with the energy. Yeah. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Uh, I am so hungry. I don't know what I'm going to eat, but we're going to see in a minute. You almost ready, Ma? I'm gonna bring you. Yeah, I got a few things. It's only like 5 things I need you to wash. Okay, Three of Pentacles is next. It says teamwork makes the dream work. Threes are about how we relate to others, and in the suit of Pentacles, this generally means in the context of work or some other kind of group projects. In the Rider Waite Smith deck, an apprentice shows his work on a cathedral to a couple of monks or architects. In this deck, three craftswomen work together to complete a sculpture. Okay, so it's saying in some other deck that they probably, kind of connected their deck with when they created this. Um and they said that for a reason. Yeah, it shows working on a cathedral to okay, a couple of monks and architects working on a cathedral, and this one has three craftswomen instead, and they're working on a sculpture instead of a cathedral. So it's basically still about building something of structure. Yeah. Okay, and teamwork as well. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration and cooperation, combining forces with those with combining forces with others whose skills complement yours. They spell complement wrong. Greater than its parts. Oh, complement yours will result in a creation that is greater than its parts. So I feel like it's saying if you combine whatever forces you have, if you combine your energy with other energies, it's saying if their if their energy complements the energy that you are in or complements the energy that you are trying to build or create, then it could create something greater. So it's saying, there are three craftswomen and then they were three architects and monks. So it's saying 2629. So it's saying, like-minded individuals can come together and create a bigger, idea in general. That's what it's getting at. Yeah, don't worry about your feelings. So, like I said, maybe that could be dealing with something of this as well. Like I was speaking on that escalation. Like, don't kill your feelings completely when dealing or having to deal with other people, but learn how to escalate. I mean, de-escalate yourself. You know, yeah. Maybe you have that energy to where it's like sometimes you kind of, like I said, you go hard and you want to have control instead of being this softer energy towards other people when you're working together on something. So it's saying you guys, well, you need to learn how to become more softer with them. Yeah. And like, so maybe go outside, like with this sun card, maybe go outside and go do things to where you can celebrate more and create where you can celebrate more and learn how to bring yourself happiness outside of work, so you're not just angry, because sometimes you could be going to work and you can go to work, so you not go to work so much, but you can go to work and like it's like you're mad because you're constantly having to work. But it's like, take it easier when you're working with people like you. And sometimes that is, even more of a problem. 2747. Like when you're working with like-minded individuals, it's like, well, we all kind of think the same and we all might feel like we have control or should have control in a certain way. And all y'all need to let up. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. And maybe you feel like the people in that environment or energy aren't that positive. But like I said, with this chariot energy, like maybe you aren't always the most positive person. So it's like, but also I'm going to take it and say balance, because you have to work as a team sometimes to get certain things done. So it's like maybe you should look at your energy and think about, focus on changing your energy to better the energy of those around you. Yeah. So it's saying that's something you can build. If you feel like you can put your foot down on people and control them, then why don't you feel like you can control your energy to become more positive? Or why don't you feel like you can control your happiness or your anger? You get what I'm saying? If you can control other people, you should be able to learn how to control your own anger. Or yourself. Ooh. Ooh, trying to control me, don't control yourself. Want to own me because you don't own shit else. I got clip. All right, Two of Wands. Yeah, go listen to my music, AHNYX. Yeah, I'm amazing. Yeah, I hate YouTube. Yeah, I need to go pay my phone bill. Yeah. Okay. 29, 29. Two of Wands, the travel card. Okay, so it's just speaking about a woman sitting on a card saying she can go anywhere in the world. She has a map in her hands. Mm, When the Two of Wands appears in a reading, you need to make a change. Start a new project, pursue an opportunity. I affectionately refer to the Two of Wands as the travel card because it urges you to go somewhere. Like maybe, Wands is about, perfecting and learning things. So I feel like maybe you need to travel somewhere to be able to not travel somewhere, but I feel like you need to move around pretty much to be able to balance a certain energy. Wait, where was I at? Okay, yeah. So maybe to figure out like because maybe it's like some place or something or like, certain things can remind you of like something like okay, so like when I go to Florida, it reminds me of like this like I just love like that's why I low key like Cali too because like you will see people outside selling stuff and like clothes, food, whatever, and it's okay like they wherever posting from the gas station, whatever, whatever. And I like Florida as well because Florida was kind of similar to that. You feel me? Like people sell food on the streets or get a little food truck and sell food out the food truck wherever they want to sell it from. Uh, it's just so many different ways that people like. I just like that vibe. So it's like for me personally, I would relate that to saying like, okay, when I go somewhere or when I go to certain areas, I like the way like certain people do things. Like when I was in Alabama, I like the way how everybody had their own little small business. Even if it was a small storefront, everybody got their own little business. Or even like wherever you at, like even where I'm from, like a lot of people, younger people are, renting out spots at the mall and stuff like that. So I love seeing that type of stuff. But when I'm in like Cali or when I'm in Florida, I'm like people. I like to see people do it outside. Like I used to go to the swap shop and like sell my spiritual products. So that made me want to focus more on that certain thing because like certain environments reminded me or put that in my face. So it's like okay, well yeah, since it's here, like not since it's here, but it's like this is what I like. Like this is you might like to now you might like, but you probably like to travel. Like we all like to travel, and it's like everywhere brings you different experiences or shows you different things. So it's like once you go there, it's like well dang, like I like I like how they do this. Like you could be say you a strip club owner, and I mean you a regular club owner, then you go to a strip club, and you like oh wow, like so I could have somewhere where I could sell drinks where I could, let the people watch the games, people could come and listen to music and then add this on to it or like bring this to the table as well. Okay, like maybe I should, do a strip club. Like, yeah, stuff like that. Like I don't you get what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you could have a restaurant where you could be thinking about like or you could be invested into so many different things and it's like one thing could make you feel like, yeah, one stop shop. One thing could make you feel like, okay, well, why can't I just do it this way? Like I feel like maybe this is the better way, stuff like that. Yeah. Like saying going to like a restaurant, it's like instead of just going to most people will prefer to go to if you go to a restaurant, if I go out for dinner, I want to go somewhere where they have drinks. So a lot of people will so a lot of people will say okay, well I want to open up a bar and not just a restaurant because I would make more money if I was selling drinks and I was selling food 33. Whew. Jesus, come down. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. And then okay, I stopped. So it's just so many different stuff, y'all. It's so many different places that I could go with that. All right. But yeah, I feel like it's just like you having that mindset. Like even the, big buildings where they have like all the different, you know, like vendors inside. It's like a pop up shop, but it's like a everyday thing. You get what I'm saying? They have to come every day. It's like okay, you rent out this space for on a regular basis. Like they don't do that everywhere, but like you appreciate the places that you go and you see that, and it's like wow, if I can, if I could afford to, why would I want to do this when I could do that? Like why would I just want to rent an office space and rent it out to certain companies when I can open up a flea market and rent out every room or every piece of certain square feet, certain square foot. But yeah, But yeah. Okay, so two of wands. I know my future husband gonna love me, honey, cause honey, these ideas 34.49. I just be eating. Ooh. All right. Two of wands. Yeah. Okay. Two of wands, the travel card. Okay. Um But yeah, that can also relate to the card where I was speaking on. Like I said, you wanted to, with the Seven of Cups, you're trying to find something to do. So maybe find somewhere where you can fit all the things that you like to do the most. Like pick these certain things you like to do that you like the most and fit them together. Like, and it doesn't have to, but in the end of the day, free game. And I'm saying put it into the space where 35, 35. Put it into the space where it's like, all right, well, these things make sense to go together. Like, don't put stuff that don't go together. Like, and that's what makes you probably feel like you have to put your foot down on shit or try to control shit or be sneaky about things or do things the wrong way. Not be sneaky, but do things the wrong way a lot of the times because it's like you're not putting the right things together. Like, and maybe that's something as well you can learn with all the stuff you carrying on your back. Like, learn how to categorize things and be like, okay, well, this goes here with this goes here with that, and this can't go in this pile. So I need this to be over here with that type of pile. You get what I'm saying? All right. Have a good day. Oh.